Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is Jay Klein, and this is another video on the Theory Restart. And in this one, we'll be doing a full breakdown analysis of our new girl Sharon. We'll just go to her banner real quick and kind of give like a little like tidbit of like what I think about her as far as being here. But Sharon is interesting. She's an interesting unit. I really do appreciate that we finally got one of the characters that's another boss character that is now playable. She's for one gorgeous, and two, she works in a very interesting way. She's bringing back a mechanic that was kind of fading off, was only good for a little bit, as far as like a couple I can't even think of the little game mode, little PvE game mode, where dots actually worked, and sometimes you use dots like throughout, like the Shadow Flame Hoyan Shell Dungeon boss. That was like a heavily dot heavy option if you were missing like a few heavy hitting units. But for the most part, she's good. I do enjoy her. She's interesting. That's really the best thing to say. She's really interesting, and she could definitely. Is she really? I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. But we'll cover it. So since this is this is what, 2 days after she's been out. So I've had her for 2 days. My build is not final, but we'll go over the build and kind of go from our my thoughts there, and what is more so likable about her. But for starters, we'll go over the most important thing. She is a unit that needs some love when it comes down to dupes. Getting her to a P3 is very integral as far as her usages. That is important. You need to get to a P3. You need to get your HP bonus. You need that 10% extra HP. That's like non-negotiable. You need a P3. None of this really matters because she does dots, so like damaging really isn't all that much important. But here, these two, and then that third one is going to help with the effect accuracy, which is super necessary for her build. I do like the fact that while building her is so much fun. We'll just dig into it. So for starters, she's an HP scaler for her passive. So like I was saying, you need to get her to P3 to be able to like fundamentally have a really good fun time with her. Moving forward right out of that, there's a lot of different builds. But the way I built her, I built her to cycle quickly. So I want her to go as fast as possible. So Jackal Guard was the means to go, and with Jackal Guard, I went with a Wellspring, Swift Rush, Swift Smite. And you want the Swift Smite because you need the effect accuracy to be able to land those like a succession on your dots, and you also want to have insight to help with the top effect accuracy to start off with. So like, of course, your end goal is you want 200 accuracy, effect accuracy, but you don't want to sacrifice effect accuracy too much for overall HP. That's kind of like where you're at with that. But as far as this goes, you want her with as much HP as you can get. You want her as fast as you can get, so she can cycle through and be able to get her S3 pretty quickly. And then of course the effect accuracy, you want it up so she'll be able to land it. Part of one of her moves is the fact of her having more HP than who she's attacking. Very important to have that in check too. So imprints. Imprints, it's tough. Imprints, you really probably don't need Gladiator. Gladiator's just like where I'm at. You probably just want to have like Sentinel, so she can live a little longer. Um, Reduce damage taken once she's hit. Um, maybe some effect rest, maybe, but like Gladiator is not what you need to have on her. That's just what I have that has a lot of speed on it, so I'm using it. But as far as that goes, you can just have that there. But she is, as far as moves go, she is a 5/5/5. That's no, she's it's non-negotiable. She is a 5/5/5 unit, with her skill being Wanton Anthem, where she gets to trigger a dot and increase her turn meter. Um, you just kind of want to, you know, you don't want to miss out on that. That helps. That you need this. Another thing that's important is most importantly her passive. Passive super important. Um, it seals. It helps seals and stacks up the the max HP of another unit, which is super super important. I've seen crazy builds where this girl is sitting at like 70, 80k, almost 90k health. Crazy. I don't know how people are doing it. I mean, I know how people are doing it. It's just I won't be able to do it because of my build. My build is just to have her cycle in, go in, get out, all that good stuff. Um, with that being said, you could probably put her on like Wellspring, um, Bulwark, and can't think of the other health one. Ether Plague on a what's the name of that? I can't think of it now. On Champion Gator. Champion Gator is a good way to, if you want to like really maximize all that health. But it's going to come at the exchange of her being slower. It's the only catch to that. She will be a ton slower, but you will be able to. I mean, unless you have really good sub speed stats. Yeah, good speed subsets that will help you out greatly on her being able to move forward and take care of that. And her S3. So her S3, which is really, 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 really crazy. It does a transfer, negates all purification debuff transfer effects from one skill. Upon successful negation, consumes one stack of manifold course. This effect cannot stack, and this duration cannot be changed, which is crazy. So the final movement will be your burial hymn. Sharon deals 3 hits of 100 damage to all enemies. Each hit has a 75% chance to inflict a 2-turn manifold course, which is awesome, and a 100% chance to inflict 1 stack of 1-turn dot. The final hit has a 100% chance to steal 30% turn meter from targets and redistribute it evenly among allies. That is crazy. She is a good unit. This is why she's a good opener. A good opener, like big time. She's going to make it to where she push everybody up. Now, on the contrary, you can run into more issues when it comes down to her, and there's a lot going on with her when it comes down to like making speed matter, right? But it is what it is. Moving forward, let's go to her module setup. So I am lacking in some areas over here, but it's just to keep her fast. But with that being said, here she goes. Girl has some decent speed rolls here. That's very important for me because I would like for her to open. Then here, I did give her 1 effect accuracy right here, just to keep. And I am trying to be consistent with speed, and then HP bonus is sitting here there. That really helps a lot. Because nothing else matters. No crit rate, no crit damage. You just need HP bonus and a lot of speed if you can. And then of course we have another HP bonus here. I got flat HP and decent speed, which just the speed was a little quicker. But you gotta take what you can get. I really would like for it to be another effect accuracy. That'd be nice with decent speed, but I don't have another one, and we're gonna gotta make it work with what we got. You can't really, have the world when it comes down to this. You gotta take, and then I've moved a lot of stuff around when it came down to this. This has been one heck of an adventure trying to build her, because she can make and break certain situations. And then on top of that, once we get to the explanation of like how to properly use her, or like where she applies that, I can definitely go over like the teams that really make her like shine. So let's get straight to it. Let's go to arena. So my battle report is everywhere. I don't even remember where. I think I used her a few times, like as soon as she came out. We gotta just like go find it. Oh, I don't like that. I thought that we can get straight to don't recall when it happened. I just don't recall when we got her to where I started like actually building her. That's the only problem. Okay. So this is where I started using her. She's able to place those dots up there. Everything's good. So of course, like now I'm just like slapping into units, trying to, and you see it sealed her health from the beginning. That is what I like. Is like the assertion there.
Now, hear the words of absolution.
And of course, Ray Mary's doing Ray Mary things. And then this is gonna take care of little lady over there. And
An echo for the dead.
and then the dots are stacking. Dots moves her back out, which is awesome. And like these hits really don't matter, I guess you could say. But you see how she's cycling through so quickly. And look, she's back up again to attack. But that part really doesn't even matter. Okay, so that was really it. I really like her as a unit. Big time as a unit. She definitely does a lot. She does a lot. And when I mean a lot, I'm saying like a lot. Girl, homegirl actually does a lot of work when it comes down. Let's see. That was 2 days ago. Right here. Pretty sure there's another one with Sharon. I did use her a good bit and try to tweak her build a little bit.
I shall perform the final movement.
And I tried to like balance something out. And then with her going next, that really helped me out. Get those debuffs off. Get rid of old boy over there, Zhang-Chi. And then of course the continued healing. We got the seal going on there as well still. Her poor baby didn't make it, sadly. But she did the health shenanigans that I needed. See, the health it's just a lot of chip damage. She does really disgusting chip damage. And that's what I like about her. She's not necessarily game breaking. She's just annoying. That's just the way to word it. She's annoying as a unit. She really debilitates a lot of different things when it comes down to she's just hammering down. And then we already took out one already from the jump. You know, then you have that. She's, you know, that helped out a lot.
Your death knell has
Then we took care of her off the jump, and then see, Sharon took care of that.
Fine struggle.
Be grateful. Your sins are cleansed.
I didn't want to attack there.
For the dead.
And then poor Sharon is getting like brutally attacked.
I grant you eternal rest. And now, a dirge for your burial.
But she is so much fun though. She's a lot of fun. She's so much fun. She's so much fun. I'm telling you, like you'll enjoy her so much once you start grouping her up with like other random stuff. Let me see if this is one of those play-by-plays. It's not. I need to get. There is a replay that I do have where I used her with. Let's go to my battle report here. No. So the most important part is really Summit. That's what I think a lot of people really care the most about. What's happening. They didn't let me keep Sharon here. And trying to learn how to use Sharon in these is so annoying. And then like it's either they pick Sharon or like you don't have Sharon. All right, so we'll watch this. We'll watch this one. I think I have probably one more with her. And then that'll definitely conclude the video. And of course, the one thing I did mess up in is the fact that there is her, and I forgot that they had Lilium. And that's actually bad that they did that. That was a very bad misplay on their end. Really bad misplay. Not really smart at all.
An echo for the dead.
Really bad misplay on theirs. They should not have used that on her because her damage is not scaled on health. I see what they did though. She was trying to make this happen, but it still doesn't save her. Because this allows me to do way more things.
Rest now. Hear the words of absolution. Sleep now.
And then of course, with the dots coming from off of her and petrified, that helps a lot.
More noise.
And then of course they're realizing that Sharon is a problem. You know, Sharon is a huge problem.
Your sins are
Then of course, if you have her grouped in there, I mean, that makes it even bigger of a problem. I think that's probably going to finally get rid of her. This actually becomes interesting. Okay. This is actually quite crazy. I feel bad for these kind of situations.
Your death knell has
Because the way I won this was ridiculous. Shouldn't have never happened.
Rest now. Hear the words of absolution.
Very, very chancy right there, but that still does show how scary Sharon is. Sharon is very, very, very scary when it comes down to how things pan out with her. I'm trying to find a Sharon fight where they let me keep Sharon. Wish they didn't. I lost so many of these. It's kind of it's kind of crazy, and it's because people pick Sharon first. They pick Sharon first and don't let me have her. But I've also lost a lot from Sharon. Sharon is really hard to use, and nobody's gonna be kind enough to like let you pick Sharon either. That's the other part. Is but that is how like new characters go in this game. Like when you have a new character, is either you pick them and win, or lose. You know, it's no in between. You either get good with them before, or like you get stomped afterwards, and that's what makes it really really funny. But outside of that, do I think like, to wrap that all up, like, do I think she's a skip and or get? I will always say get a new unit. Get a new unit as it comes out. Don't be the person to skip. If you have the currency or you don't mind swiping, get her. Just get one copy. You don't have to get more. They over time we end up getting them. We end up getting them here. You know, you'll have chances to pee whatever the hell on her later. You know, you'll be able to get more copies and do the most simply from here. You don't have to get rid of your firstborn child or whatever just to make ends meet. Just get one copy of her. Go to pity. The rotation of getting these, if you do all your events, you're almost there. You're like what, 50, 60 in, and the way that it rotates, you end up being able to get enough. I pop like what, 2 of these. So like I had like 10 or 11,000, especially in the last video, 10, 11,000, and I saved that and I burnt all the currency to be able to get some of this. So I didn't even have to spend anything. I just went ahead, pitied her sadly, and like just to get the feel, just to have access to a new unit. That's really all you really have to do. Just save up, get in it, and I do recommend getting one copy of her. Just get one copy, or not one dupe, but just get the base copy, and then just have fun. And if you have the lattices, build her up, enjoy her, and see where you stand before you try to go any further. I do think that she is a unit that you need to get. She is very, very, she is important. And important meaning she's good. You don't want to miss out on getting her right now. She's really, really good. She's scary. I will admit that she is a very scary unit. That if she's unchecked, she does a lot of support damage. She's like an off DPS that will make your life a living hell, because she's definitely taking a huge impact to your max HP. And a lot of units are HP damage dealers, like your Raymarys, your Kethoses. She just applies a lot of pressure. And then if you have somebody that's CCing or skipping your turn, and or eliminating people from play, like Luvia, it can get really, really cumbersome here, with her just kind of like hanging out in the back, just chipping away and making the game a lot harder. Like I said, she's worth it. Don't pass her up. She is a summon. Do not pass her up. Go ahead and get her. She's worth it. It's no need to say, oh no, I don't know. I'm letting you know. Go ahead and grab her. Just get you one copy. Get out. Watch more videos than just this one. Pay attention to your chat. See what else that you can use, and to be able to build her, and then go from there. But she is good. There's a lot that you can do with her. Whether that's having her on Jackal Guard, Champion Gator, Gigabyte. There's a lot of options, and you don't want to miss out on that. Just enjoy her. You'll love her so much. I love her a lot. She's awesome, and I'm hoping to get a few more copies of her before her banner ends, because she is pretty freaking amazing. I do like her, and she does add so much pressure to the space of PvP. if with the right people. Sadly, I will say, when it comes down to team preferences, I like my team that I have now. This team right here is like pretty sick. It's like the standard team right now. Um, Another option is like the whole Valerian Assault, or one of these chain shot with Valerian. Valerian adds like the crazy amount of pressure too, and then you have like the Palin pressure that you put with make people keep attacking. I can't remember her name. You have like Valerian, Palin, Tiamat, and Fia, because they all just keep cycling and healing Tiamat while keeping her like insanely crazy strong. So it's uh it makes you sick. Anyways, that's all I have for y'all. This was an increasingly long video. I do apologize. There's just a lot to talk about when it comes down to this. So hopefully it helped, and hopefully you definitely can navigate around and get to the parts you want to get to. And I hope that it was informative, and that those matches kind of like geared you towards how you wanted to build her, especially if you don't want to get on the Jackal Guard hype. It just the point of cycling her really helps a lot for me, and of course the higher speed I can get her, the more cycling I can get. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you haven't liked this any of the videos, and or as far as like liking in general, that was such a horrible way to word that. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed the content that's in this one, and check out the other ones. Even the older ones still hold weight and value. They're just pre-imprints. I can definitely re-upload and try to like make imprints more valuable. That's coming up too, on which imprint you should use, or imprint rankings. That's going to come up soon. Also, by the way, we do have coming up soon more videos to kind of like express tutorials, or like what you should do, or like just how-to videos, kind of like back to the roots of how this channel even moved in the direction with a theory restart. But if you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe to. It's like definitely free to do that, and that's like the main support. That lets me know that these videos are actually worth making, and on top of the fact that I enjoy making videos like this. So again, thank y'all all for tuning in, and until next time, later.